Rape convict Gurmeet Ram Rahim has once again walked out of jail on a 40-day parole. He walked out of the Suneria jail in Haryana's Rohtak, where he was serving a sentence for rape and murder. Before this, viewers, Gurmeet had walked out on furlough or parole several times. After reaching his ashram in UP's Bagpat, Gurmeet also released a video message. Here's that video. Listen to this.
आपकी सेवा के लिए फिर से पेपरबाजी ने समय दिया है। हम आपकी सेवा में हाजिर हुए हैं, यूपी में पहुंच चुके हैं और आप सबको बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद कहते हैं। और पहले वाली बात कि आप अपने अपने घरों में रहिएगा, फिर जिम्मेवार सेवादार जैसे आपको कहेंगे उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप लोगों ने आगे के प्रोग्रामों के अनुसार चलना है।
And as we speak, breaking inputs coming in. Times Now has confronted the jail officials. The jail superintendent, the person responsible for signing this order, has ducked direct questions. He fails to justify parole to rapist Gurmeet.
मैं ये जान सकती हूँ कि उन्हें किन ग्राउंड्स पे पैरोल पे बेल मिल रही है, मैं यानी पैरोल मिल रही है किन ग्राउंड्स पे?
नहीं, हरियाणा के अंदर ग्राउंड कोई नहीं होता, सिर्फ पैरोल होती है।
अच्छा, तो क्या उनका बिहेवियर, यानी कि उनका जो बिहेवियर था जेल में वो अच्छा था? उन्होंने कुछ ऊंच नीच नहीं की इसीलिए हुआ?
मैं तो नहीं कह सकता, उन्होंने जो हमारे जेल फ्रेंड्स है।
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि किस कारण से उन्हें यहाँ पर पैरोल मिल रही है, कारण बता सकते हैं आप?
वो तो बता रहा हूँ ना, रीजन बंद कर दिया हरियाणा के अंदर।
कारण नहीं बता पाएंगे सर?
अरे विदाउट रीजन पैरोल मिलती है सभी को।
Now let's open this up. There are other reactions also that will play out in due course. Dr. Virender Chauhan, spokesperson of the BJP, joining us from Haryana. Ashwani Dubey, advocate of the Supreme Court. Abha Singh, lawyer, activist, needs no introduction. Lokesh Jindal stays on, leader of the Congress party. Now, Abha Singh, is this not a joke on justice? This is picnic going on in the name of punishment. Whenever Gurmeet Ram Rahim wants to enjoy the luxury of life outside jail, the government obliges. Here he is out once again on parole for 40 days.
Pranesh, you're very right. You call it joke of justice. Absolutely. Last year he was given parole thrice, and in fact once it was before the panchayat elections. It clearly shows that he's politically important. Otherwise, if you go by the prison rules, the only thing is that prison rules vary from state to state. But one thing is very clear, convicts for rape and murder should not be given bail. In fact, Maharashtra government came out with the recent rules which said that convicts who are undergoing prison for rape and murder will not be given any parole. Because if you remember, the guard who had attempted to rape and then murdered Pallavi Purkayast, he on his parole, he jumped parole and then was finally found in Jammu Kashmir. And so in other states also that is very clear. And also they say only if there is a death in the family, if there is some very emergency. There is no family of Ram Rahim. What can be the ground? And no wonder the superintendent is not ready to tell that on what ground they have given him parole. In fact, there are so many people who've jumped parole, and I think this is only a political exigency. It should not be tolerated, and we must talk about it and ensure that rapists and murderers like Ram Rahim are not given parole. In fact, tranquility is also one issue. 40 people died when he was arrested. How can the government forget this? The
government has not just forgotten this. The government in court, and this is part of their affidavit, had said that the good conduct of, they had cited the Good Conduct Prisoner Act in Gurmeet's defense. Also said he has undergone continuous imprisonment for a period of 3 years, has not during such period committed any jail offence, has earned at least 3 annual good conduct remission. So the government was certifying his good conduct. Now, Virender Chauhan, is he a good conduct prisoner for you? Man convicted for rape and murder?
A man convicted for rape and murder can have good conduct while in jail, while in prison. In this case, in case of Ram Rahim Singh, parole has been granted on the grounds of good behavior, and none of the provisions of any law related to parole has been violated. No rule has been broken. Due process of law has been followed. and he has, technically speaking, he has earned parole.
Oh, wonderful.
Listen to me.
That's right.
He hasn't been obliged. Nobody has been
are waiting
obliged
for
by the
parole?
government.
Dr. Virender Chauhan, Gurmeet, rapist Gurmeet has earned parole. What will the BJP earn out of this? What are you aiming to earn?
Look. Law, the courts, and
And
the
in the
way
jail,
a
what can
prisoner
he do?
is.
Does he have a gun in the
listen to
jail
me,
that he
listen to
can
me.
do something?
Listen to me, Abhaji. You are a lawyer, and you want to decide this case in a television studio on the.
No one is deciding the case. The case has been decided. No. Let's get this straight, Dr. Chauhan. The case has been decided. This man is a convicted prisoner.
A rapist and a murderer should not be given parole.
Of course, make your point. Okay, let him speak.
There is a clear-cut
Good
provision
conduct.
for
What is good conduct?
anybody.
It is so subjective. A person who's in jail, what can he do?
Abhaji, clear-cut provisions have been made in the law.
Okay, sir. I understand your point. Now, Dr. Chauhan, I have a straightforward question. Sir, put your hand on your heart. Tell me, you cited the law, legality. Let's talk about propriety, morality. Do you really believe that this man deserves this picnic which is going on? 40-day furlough, 40-day parole.
Listen to me. This man, if you declare it as a picnic, it is your opinion. He has been granted parole or furlough as per the provisions of law. Do you want
but
to
the
say
law also has a provision that in cases of heinous crime, the state has a say. The state government could have said no. Lokesh Jindal.
Would you allow me to complete?
First of all, this very act is against the maxim of equality before law. Now, if the Haryana government, first of all, there is no adjudicating authority to judge what are the parameters that are set for determining whether a person passes the good conduct test or not. Secondly, when such forms of paroles are given to one individual and is denied to other people, it is simply injustice and a blatant abuse of law. The Haryana government, it is answerable as to on what grounds has it determined that he has a good conduct. It must be brought to the public. And secondly, on what it must be made available to other prisoners as well. It must be laid down in a proper standardized rule book manner. Now,
right.
You cannot have your own discretion in this form.
Let me get in the other legal voice. Ashwani Dubey.
Suddenly he's inside.
Now, Mr. Dubey, what do you make of what is going on?
Pranesh, there are two things. One, there was a law which was called the Haryana Good Conduct Prisoners Temporary Release Act 1988. And with due respect, on 11th April 2022, that act was amended, be it in the name of reforms or whatever. But the simple and first question is that it was amended in order to give benefit to an influential, hardcore criminal, as has been decided under Section 3 in the Haryana Good Conduct Prisoners Temporary Release Act 2022. Now, 11th April 22, the act was amended. Now, see the irony of law, Pranesh, that in 2021, he was released 3 times with the Z plus security. And in 2022, 2 times again with Z plus security and before the Punjab elections. 7th February 2022, he was released again with Z plus security. Now, the law says that it should be on the basis of the good conduct and it will be in incentive of the good behavior. But if the offense itself is covered under a hardcore criminal under Section 3, then the police and the competent authority or the district magistrate must make a report. Section 6 says that no prisoner shall be entitled to be released.
Now, Mr. Dubey, the state has made a report, but in that report, they are certifying the good conduct. And I'm glad you spelled out these things in so much detail. And Mr. Chauhan, Dr. Virender Chauhan, if his conduct is so good, why don't you institute an award in his name? आप देना शुरू कर दीजिए वहां लोगों को हरियाणा में.
मुझे दुख हो रहा है आपकी इस बात पे कि आप एक रेपिस्ट कन्विक्टेड व्यक्ति के नाम पर अवार्ड शुरू करने जैसा भद्दा
आपको इस बात पे दुख हो रहा है, लेकिन आप इसी आदमी को 40-40 दिन साल में 3 बार छोड़ देते हैं, तब आपको बुरा नहीं लगता डॉक्टर चौहान? तब आपको बुरा नहीं लगता डॉक्टर चौहान?
यहाँ पे प्रिजनर्स के घर में मृत्यु होती है तो
अच्छा, let him have the last word, ma'am. Let him have the last word. Yes, Dr. Chauhan.
The parole is available to every person, every Indian convicted under law.
No,
the
parole
same
is not
provision.
a right. Furlough is a right. Parole is discretion.
Sir, this man is convicted for rape and murder. I don't know what should I say that you understand this. I've run out of time. I've run out of time. Dr. Chauhan, Ashwani Dubey, Abha Singh, Lokesh Jindal, thank you for joining us. Our hashtag is End Gurmeet Picnic. Let's see what action is taken to end this picnic that this man convicted of rape and murder is enjoying.